could have been tricky.
Joe, what do you got? What do you got?
How can I get
What is that?
Letter
Mail?
from Debbie Stabenow.
To us?
to us? Huh?
To us, huh?
Joseph Hawk, occupied Muskegon.
Well, I'll be there. Well, that was nice. We have a Christmas card.
Swearing at me in your letter.
I said pissed.
Hey.
Letter from United States Senate. Dear Joseph, thank you for contacting me about House.
Hey, they said the same thing to me.
Bills 5049-5051. I appreciate you taking the time to share your concerns.
Same letter.
Since the issue
This
you
is it.
mentioned is handled by the state of Michigan, it is important that you communicate with your concerns with your state senator and state rep. You need assistance. All I wanted was her knowledge and approval.
Huh. She actually read it, or somebody did.
Oh yeah, one of her aides.
Yeah. Yeah, exchange student.
Yeah, well, she's a state senator, but she should stay on top of issues such as this. I'll write her a letter thanking me for
So that was-
writing her.
Was that the National Defense Act we're writing?
Yeah.
Officer.
You need a stamp for that. Occupy Muskegon, official mail, from
Yeah.
Marshall Hobie Wright, Michigan State Representative.
Oh, boy. Huh. It's got peanut butter on the envelope. Jelly stains.
Dear Derek S. Roberts, Occupy Muskegon. Dear David G. Nye, Occupy Muskegon.
Now you did it.
You did it now, mister, you're in trouble. Miss Judith Warren Nye, Occupy Muskegon.
Wow.
D. Hawk, Occupy Muskegon. Well, she's saving all kinds of postage, isn't she? Miss Ann Catherine Suka, Occupy Muskegon. Mr. Joseph Hawk, ooh, Dan did not send out a letter, nor did
Sitting
Miss-
on my desk.
Thank you for contacting my office in reference to House Bill 5149-5151. I appreciate hearing from you about these very important issues. I agree with your thoughts about leaving hydraulic fracturing unregulated in the state of Michigan. I understand the dangers of allowing energy companies to have access to our state resources. They need to be held accountable for any accidents, and they should be forced to disclose every aspect of this hydraulic fracturing process. We must protect human health and the environment from this dangerous process. Again, thank you for contacting my office. Sincerely, Marshall Hobie Wright.
Doesn't get it. We want a ban. We don't want it.
I like that.
We don't regulate it.
Yeah, well, right now she's riding on both sides of the fence, and she wants to see which side she falls off on before she gives up.
It's done,
You
man.
gotta keep writing it.
She's a-
You didn't get it.
She's a politic. She's politicking.
Mine's still sitting with a stamp on and the envelope and everything on my desk at home.
Can we get a hold of this?
So she hasn't paid her dues.
She's really cool. Where's she? Oh, she's from Muskegon. We need to do that.
Okay. After a full weekend of secret meetings, negotiators on the Defense Authorization Bill Conference Committee have drafted a final version that retains the authority for the military to indefinitely maintain terrorism suspects, including U.S. citizens,
There's a
without
terrorism
charge.
suspect, and there's another one right there.
Right there. Including U.S. citizens without charge or trial, while attempting to address the concerns of the president that prompted a veto threat.
Great. Let's lock them up.
The final bill is set to be approved by the House and the Senate this week.
Let's lock them up, Joe.
I very strongly believe it should satisfy the administration. Senate Armed Services Committee Chairman Carl Levin told members of the press last night as he unveiled the final bill. Several reporters who have followed the bill closely, including Marcy Wheeler and Benjamin Witz, suspect that Levin is right. Remember, the Obama administration never threatened to veto over Section 1031,
No.
renumbered as Section 1021 in
they
the
wanted
Conference
it back,
Committee
yeah.
bill, which is the section that authorizes military detention of U.S. citizens. As noted in his Statement of Administrative Policy on the Senate version, the authorities codified in this section already exist, presumably under the Padilla and Hamdi decisions. Therefore, the administration does believe codification is necessary. It's like I've been saying. They have all of these. They have, first of all, they have classified laws and rules under the continuity of government rules that were initiated following September 11th with the establishment of the state of
Hello, this
emergency.
is Carl Levin. Thanks for calling. Leave a comment or a suggestion for me, please press 1. And if you want to
Oh,
a
we
member
do.
of my staff, please press 2.
Yeah,
Like
you're gonna
to
get
hear
yelled
these
at.
options
We
again,
gotta
start.
put it off speakerphone.
Yeah. We're on.
Okay. So is section 1032/1021 in the reconciliation becomes law, they will signal congressional approval of the authority of the military for the military detention of U.S. citizens that has already been advanced by the other branches of the federal government.
This is Stabenow. My name is Daniel Martin Mills. I live on 1817 Mills Avenue in Muskegon, Michigan, 49445. And I'm calling about Senate S-1867. And this is where we're talking about throwing American citizens in jail and tossing the key. My Lord, Ms. Stabenow, please represent the people of this country. Please, please represent the people, your constituents, please, today. Thank you.
If Section 1032/1021 becomes law, it will signal congressional approval of the authority for the military detention of U.S. citizens that has already been enbranched by the other branches of the federal government, as well as provide for legal codification for those powers, which may give the military, under Obama or any future president, more leverage to
Well, I'll be there.
justify an expansive
I was expecting a
detention.
voicemail. Sorry about that. Yeah. Did I get the right number, Representative Huizenga? Oh, excellent. Okay, good. Yeah, no, I'm calling. My name is Dan Mills, and I'm a resident of North Muskegon, Michigan, 49445. My address, 1817 Mills Avenue, actually. And, yeah, cool, excellent. Yep, anyway, do you know about HR-1540? And that's why I'm calling. As I understand it, well, I guess you could call it that, yeah. I call it something different because I understand that it's actually locking your constituents away, possibly without a key, without due process. My Lord, I can't imagine anybody who was concerned about the people of this country would actually vote for that thing, and that's why I'm calling, you know. I've read it. Well, I guess you and I are reading things differently. But that's my reason for the call, and I'm not surprised by your answer. Thank you. Bye-bye. Sorry. We're trying to...
The Heisenberg just now?
Yeah. Yeah, you want to call?
I know,
They're doing this today.
They're voting today.
Yeah. They're working on it today. Democracy Now! This morning was saying we ought to all call because it's our last chance, really.
So just say,
Okay, so what has been changed? Some
Basically-
language has been added to the section the administration opposed, which would that section would mandate that the military use the detention authority on all non-U.S. citizen terrorism suspects.
Oh, not according to Mr. Huizenga.
Well, yeah, well, Mr. Heisenguy is lying his ass off.
Don't you trust him?
Yeah.
Why don't you call him and ask him to read your article?
Well, I mean, he can lie blandly, to his constituents.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he likes.
First time I heard somebody say, "You can trust me. I'm an honest man." He took all my money.
Mm-hmm.
I was 15 years old. Yeah. So I don't know, Joe. You trust him? There's something about.
You're asking a Native American if he could trust the American government?
Yeah.
Hell no.
All right, it's not clear how it could be the case that nothing in this section shall be construed to affect the existing criminal enforcement and national security authorities of the Federal Bureau of Investigation or any other domestic law enforcement agency with regard to a covered person. So it's not clear how that could be the case, given that it's attached to a provision,
Running out of battery. You're gonna get the punchline,
the
right?
sole purpose of which is to require the government to handle terrorism suspects in a specific way. So basically what Obama is objecting to is the section that requires the military to deal with terrorism suspects in a specific way, that is to lock them away
Right.
indefinitely. So he's objecting to the requirement, but not the option.
The option, yeah. Right. So I guess we're safe.
And right. So
It's nice to know that one guy has the choice over what the rest of us are going to have to suffer with.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
I trust one guy, sure.
Sure. Well, he's already claimed he has the power to, he and his small little cabal, the real death panel, you might say,
Yeah.
to order the assassination of
No doubt.
any American citizen anywhere in the world
No doubt.
based on his say-so that
No
they're
doubt.
a
He's
suspected
doing it.
terrorist. He's already claimed
God,
that power.
man, we ought to lock him up in Guantanamo. He's the terrorist. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. The battery's dying. Okay?
That is what it is. That is the game entire.
Hey, Roger.